Hi everyone, this is Mango and I'm back with another review, and this time we will be reviewing the DX Blizzard Sorbei Gochizo from Kamen Rider Gavv. So once again, Kamen Rider Gavv gets a new form and he looks pretty cool here. So sorbet is like a ice treat that doesn't use dairy, it's more of like fruits and stuff and ice, I guess. But over here it actually says open the ice cream and spin it. I guess because they wanted to make it simpler for the kids, they just simplified it. So sorbet and ice cream are the same thing for the purposes of this toy. Yeah, so anyway, this is the box. Gavv Blizzard Sorbei from looking really cool here. And this is the Gochizo itself. It's actually really big. Yeah, it comes with lights and sounds. So over here it actually says that each individual product has a different marble look. Because of the process in which they mold the marble into the plastic, they can't actually control how it swirls. So yeah, each Blizzard Sorbei has a different look, which I think is pretty cool, I guess. Anyway, let's look at the rest of the box. On the side, it says it comes with one Blizzard Sorbei Gochizo, and here is the electronic manual. On the back is how to use the Gochizo in the Gavv Belt. This thing actually doesn't work with anything else because of the way it's designed, but we'll show that off later. And over here is just a picture of Kamen Rider Gavv with the Gochizo. Yep. And content warnings and stuff. Cool. So let's quickly open this up and take a look. Why not? Here it is. This is the Blizzard Sorbei Gochizo, and it's huge. It's literally the size of an ice cream cone, like a proper ice cream cone, which I think is really neat. Like they actually designed the Gochizo to scale. But yeah, this is how it looks like. It's in a very nice brown plastic because of the ice cream cone, as well as the sky blue, I guess. I think it's sky blue. I'm colorblind, so maybe it's purple, I don't know. Anyway, it's a really nice color. You have the eyes of the Blizzard Sorbei here and the tongue. I honestly thought this was a button of some sort, but it's not. It's just, I guess, for the speaker. Yeah, you can see the speaker inside actually. I guess it's for the speaker. Cool. On the top is a tab that's blocking the current so it doesn't do anything. And here is the Gochizo slot. Yup. So you have to put it down onto the Gavv driver like this. Sorry, Henshin Belt Gavv, not the Gavv driver. So yeah, you have to slot this down this way. And yeah, very neat. Other than that, I don't think there's really anything else. The button is over here to activate sound while in this mode. So that's really about it. Alright, so I guess let's go ahead and pull out the tab and hear the sounds. So let's just pull it out. A lot of freezing sounds. So it says okay, so I pulled out the tab. As you saw just now, the moment I put it out, it made noises. But actually, how this works is when you push the button, it will run through 3 sounds regardless. So it doesn't actually react to the button in a sense. Like when you press it, it actually runs through the 3 sounds over and over. So I'm just going to demonstrate. The 3 sounds are as follows. Yeah, so it does that automatically. Like every time you press that button, it will run through those 3 sounds, and each sound happens 3 seconds after the last one. No idea why they decided to program it this way, but yep. So it will keep doing that every time you press the button. You can't actually control it. Like even if you press it a few times. And before I forget, if you want to change the battery, you just need to unscrew this screw here, and it takes 3 LR44 batteries. That's it. You can't actually turn it into the fan in this mode. You just have to press like this button over here. It's actually a huge button, so I'm gonna try and like hold it and open it without ruining it too much. So let's go. Oh, there we go. So this is the open fan mode without using it in the driver. I'm not sure if it makes any sounds if I press the button. Yeah, so even here it does the thing with the 3 sounds. Anyway, if you spin the fan, it should get some sounds as well. Anyway, if you want to close this Gochizo, you actually have to make sure the tabs match or you wouldn't be able to close it. So just to demonstrate, like if you did it this way, it won't be able to close because the holes don't match. So you do have to make it align and then... Whoops! I don't know why they programmed it like this. That's kind of strange, but anyway, I'm just gonna align it and close it. And yeah, once it's aligned, it will close pretty nicely. Yeah, so that's about it. Alright, so now that we are done looking at the Blizzard Sorbei Gochizo on its own, let's take a look at what it sounds like when used with the Henshin Belt Gavv, the Valen Buster, and the Gavv phone. Is what I want to say, but actually this thing doesn't work with anything else other than the Henshin Belt Gavv, and that's because of the way it's designed. So there's like a giant protrusion here, and I believe it's designed so that when it goes into the Henshin Belt Gavv, it holds on more tightly. So if you were to try and put it in anything else, it actually doesn't fit. So yes, you can see there's no way for it to fit. If you manage to uninstall this part and put it into the Gavv phone, it does have a special sound, but I am not I'm not crazy enough to dismantle electronics. I'm not an electrical engineer or whatever, so I'm most definitely going to break this toy. So I'm not gonna try that. Yes, and the electronic manual also says it doesn't work. Like flat out, it just says do not use this in the Gavv phone, so I'm not gonna do that. And as you know by now, the Valen Buster gets the short end of the stick with every power-up Gochizo. It works with almost nothing beyond the regular Gochizos, so yeah, it doesn't fit either. You'll see that, oh, how do I show this? Yeah, there we go. You'll see that it's also a bit too big, so it doesn't actually connect. Yeah, so it doesn't work with anything but the Henshin Belt Gavv, and I guess the Bitter Belt Gavv, Henshin Belt Bitter Gavv. There we go. I don't know why it was so hard for me to say that, but anyway, yeah, it only works with the Henshin Belt Gavv, so we are just gonna play it in that. So let's go ahead and take that out and play it in that. Alright, so now I have the belt set up, so we are gonna go ahead and play with the Blizzard Sorbei Gochizo. So as I do the transformation, please take a good look at the red belt Gavv and tell me if you notice anything interesting. Alright, so now you're in Gavv Blizzard Sorbei, and once you're in this mode, you can actually do a few things. The first thing is an ice attack. So by spinning the blades around, you get an ice attack and a sound. So there are 3 sounds, goking, charing, and an atali. So you spin it enough times, you'll get the atali. And it's random, is what I want to say, but no, actually you get it after every 7 spins. On the 7th spin, you get the atali without fail. So we are on the 2nd spin, so let's just finish it up. Just to note that when it's doing the sound, if you spin it while it's doing the sound, it doesn't actually react, so you have to let it finish. So now let's do the finisher. There are two ways to do the finisher, and one of them is by spinning the blade enough times to get a standby sound. So I believe it's 4 rounds before it does the standby, so let's try that. Alright, so that was the first attack, the Ice Illusion, done by spinning the blades. So the second way to do the finisher is to do it the regular Gochizo way by turning the handle and pressing the pink button. And that will give you a different attack called the Ice Break. Alright, so that's all the things you can do with the Blizzard Sorbei Gochizo and the Henshin Belt Gavv. So to de-transform, just open the mouth and take out the Gochizo. Simple as that. And that's it. Have you noticed something though? Like, here, let me demonstrate again. Let me put the Gochizo in. You notice something? It's making sounds, even though there's nothing pushing it. So, this is the Gochizo that made Cranjo. Cranjo's one of those people who likes to bring down the toys and stuff. It made him realize that this thing not only reads the current, it can modulate the current. So he says it's like sending a signal, but I think what that means is the belt actually modulates the current in itself to like change the, I don't know like how it works, but basically it's changing like the current or something, and that causes the Gochizo here to make sounds. So because when you turn the handle, even though there are no moving parts, there is a current running through and it causes the Gochizo to make sounds. The same thing happens when you push the button here, it actually like changes the current as well. Yeah, so basically this belt drains a lot of battery because of the way it handles currents. Yeah, so I would recommend having a lot of spare batteries when you play with this belt. Your battery's gonna run out very quickly. Which brings me to the last thing, there's a secret sound. So to get the secret sound, all you need is to remove the Gochizo from the belt. The thing is, you can't hear it when you do it normally because the Henshin Belt Gavv also makes a sound. So how you would hear it clearly is you turn off the current. It says Shiawase-da, and you can't hear it normally because the belt is too noisy and it's drowning out the sound. But if you just turn off the belt, it will think it's being removed, and that's how it plays the sound. Which also brings me to the next point. If you cannot use this Gochizo without the belt being on, it actually reads the current from the belt as well. So if you just put it in without turning on the belt, it doesn't do anything. You have to turn on the belt. So let me turn it on. Yeah, it only reacts when the belt is on, otherwise it doesn't do anything. That's super neat. This is just a very quick pickup before I pack up everything. But if you do the opposite and you turn off the power on the ice cream, the belt also gives an error. So if you do that, so because the Henshin Belt Gavv reads the resistance and current of various Gochizos to give the sound, and this thing doesn't have a current when it's turned off, it doesn't do anything. So I thought that was really interesting. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this review. I think this is a great toy. It does something new and refreshing. The size of the Gochizo is very different because it's an ice cream cone, which is really neat. I also like the marbling and the fact that it's different on every single one. That's really neat too. And also the fact that it unveiled something in the Henshin Belt Gavv that we didn't know about. That the fact that it actually can modulate the current in the Gochizos to do sounds, and that's really neat. Like, it's not a physical switch, but it's modulating like something that's not physical, like a current, to do extra sounds. I think that's super neat. I feel like they can do a lot with that technology, that engineering. Yeah, so anyway, I think overall this is a great toy. There's a bunch of new sounds. The only nitpick I have is the fact that this button doesn't actually react the way you want it to. It always plays the 3 sound clips with a fixed timing regardless of how you press it, and that's really strange to me. I don't know why they did it this way, but it really makes it a little annoying when I want to press the button and then use it on the belt, but then I have to wait for this like to finish playing, or it just kind of overlaps, and that's kind of like yeah, that's not really very fun for me, but that's a nitpick. I guess the second thing is yeah, prepare a lot of batteries playing with this and the Henshin Belt Gavv, because with all the current modulation, your batteries are gonna die really quick. If you have been using your initial batteries with your Henshin Belt Gavv, this will absolutely kill the batteries for sure, so make sure to get new batteries, get fresh batteries when you play with this toy, because the 2 of them just eat electricity like crazy. So yeah, get ready for that. Other than that, I don't really have anything else to say. This is a reasonably fun toy, and I think you can get it. I think for its price, the functionality is good enough. So yeah, that's the end of this review. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please leave a like and comment on what's your favorite snack. I feel like I've asked that before, but I'll ask it again. What's your favorite snack? Subscribe if you want to see more videos from me, and press that notification bell so you know whenever I upload. And starting from this video, I guess I'm gonna plug my Patreon. I just started a Patreon. It's not necessary, but if you like to support me more, you can maybe leave a tip, and it will go towards the future toys on this channel. That's all I would say. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.